Winter wind sliced through the snow-covered path to the cliffside house he hadn't seen in 25 years. Evan held his 7-year-old son's hand tight as they climbed the icy steps. He expected darkness, dust, silence. But the door swung open before he could knock. Warm light poured out. A young woman stood there, smiling softly, said, "Would you like to come in and rest with me for a while?" Imagine this. A total stranger opens the door of a house that's supposed to be empty, knows your name, and acts like she's been waiting for you your whole life. Who is she? Why is she living in his dead grandmother's house? And why does she look at him like she already loves his little boy? Evan stood frozen. "I'm sorry," he said, voice rough. "There's been some mistake." She shook her head. "No mistake. You're Evan, aren't you?" He blinked. "How do you know my name?" "Your grandmother talked about you all the time." She stepped aside. "Come in. It's too cold to stand out there." His son tugged his hand. "Dad, I'm cold." Against every instinct, Evan stepped inside. The warmth hit him like a memory. Fire crackling, cedar and cinnamon in the air, everything exactly as he remembered from childhood. But cleaner. Lived in. Someone had been keeping this house alive. The woman closed the door, locked it with a soft click, and smiled at his son. "You must be freezing. How about hot chocolate?" Noah's eyes lit up. She disappeared into the kitchen. Evan whispered, "This place was supposed to be empty." She called back, "I know." Then, quietly, "Your grandmother told me I could stay as long as I needed." He stared. "Why would she do that?" She returned with 2 steaming mugs, handed one to Noah, one to him. "Because I had nowhere else to go," she said simply. "And because she wanted someone to keep the house warm, until you came back. Here's where it gets you. She'd been living there 2 years. 2 years waiting for a man who never planned to return. She knew every story about him. Knew he'd lost his wife. Knew he was broken. And still, she opened the door. Days turned into weeks. Snow fell harder. The 3 of them fell into a rhythm no one planned. Pancakes shaped like bears. Laughter echoing through rooms that used to be silent. Noah begging, "Can we stay longer?" Evan watching this stranger tuck his son in at night, reading stories like she'd always belonged there. But one night a knock at the door. A man outside. Older. Angry. "Arya, time's up. You're coming home." Her face went pale. That night she packed her bags. By morning she was gone. No goodbye. Just cold ashes in the fireplace and an empty house again. Noah cried, "Why didn't you stop her?" Evan had no answer. Until his 7-year-old looked him dead in the eye and said, "You just have to say it, Dad." So he grabbed his keys. They raced down the mountain. Found her at the lonely bus stop, bags at her feet, tears freezing on her cheeks. Noah ran to her first, arms around her waist. "You can't leave. You promised." She looked up at Evan. Evan walked forward, heart pounding. "You're wrong," he said. "You do belong there. You kept that house alive when I couldn't. You gave my son hope when I had none. You gave me back the ability to breathe." He took her hand. "I'm asking you to stay. Not because my grandmother wanted it. Not because Noah needs you. But because I need you. Come home," she cried. Noah cried. And together, they went back up the mountain. Back to the cliffside house that wasn't empty anymore. Spring came. Flowers bloomed. Laughter returned. And Evan finally understood what his grandmother meant. A house isn't warm because of the fire. It's warm because of the people who choose to stay. He looked at Arya laughing in the garden with Noah, dandelions in her hair. And for the first time in years, he smiled. Really smiled. Because sometimes the person who opens the door isn't a stranger. She's the beginning of everything you thought you'd lost forever.